Nobody. Americans in Vietnam. The Bronze Age. It collapsed. How did this happen? That is a very good question. Says here the sea people did this. That just raises further questions. Having song about your soldiers being better than heroes of antique. Having song about flower named Erica. Having song about fried onion being so good. You've been invited to join a fun youth club for boys. It's Germany 1937. You just finished your civil war. Yup. The bloodiest war in your history that's also nearly bankrupted you. Yup. And with the assassination of your president you are in no position to intervene in our war with Mexico. Makes sense to me. So don't intervene in Mexico. Get out of Mexico or I'll kick your teeth in. French boy. America during D-Day. Hollywood. The British during D-Day. Canadians during D-Day. No, you can't invite Polish diplomats to our meetings. Poland doesn't exist anymore, we partitioned it. Where is the deputy from Lehiston? Reading about an interesting historical figure. Learning their political views. Naming your child after a fictional character. Hey there Khaleesi, how was school? I hate you with every ounce of being. Naming your child after a Roman emperor. I'm so proud of you, Aurelian. Louis XVI and his home is before the French Revolution. This has been the 16th party of the week. I must say something feels wrong. I know, right? It's not enough. Meanwhile peasants. Can I eat that? That's a chair. Wearing your favorite outfit and feeling beautiful. All of Russian literature like. Listen kid, bad things happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ben Franklin in history books. Ben Franklin actually Ganned his experiment with truth. Ganned his experiment with his grandniece. It's our Alexander II selling a frozen wasteland to America. America finding abundant natural resources in it. When you play a USSR soldier at Stalingrad. Ancient Greeks with their pantheon of gods. Ancient Rome. When you are invading Spain and you hear the Spanish screaming from the hills. Oh mon dieu. Vienna about to be crushed by the Ottoman cavalry. The winged hussars. German logistics officer. I'm once again asking you to not invade USSR near the winter. Average Praetorian Guard fan. Average Varangian Guard enjoyer. The Axis. Detroit Auto Industry. Detroit Auto Industry. The Axis. Confederates easily spotting counterfeit banknotes because the fakes are much better quality than what their treasury can produce. 300 Greeks losing at Thermopylae. Historians. 200 Indians winning against 6,000 Pakistanis and 40 tanks at Lonjuela. 21 Sikhs winning against 10,000 Afghans at Saragahi. What if we vaccinated 2.5 million children in just a week? Haha, just kidding. Unless Tibet about to be annexed by the Chinese. El Salvador going to the UN and demanding a debate on China's actions in Tibet. USA refining the English language. Getting rid of the U in flavor because telegrams are expensive. Me whining arguments during conversations in my head. Daniel. Plato winning arguments against his own fictional characters. The cooler Daniel. Wayne Morse, the only US senator who opposed the Vietnam War, watching everyone say it was a mistake decades later. They called me a madman. I think I forgot something. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Yeah, you're right. The dozens of lost and forgotten nuclear weapons around the world. The universe. Bad luck. Jews. Europe. Be the last Tsar of Bulgaria. Be forced to abdicate by the communists. Become democratically elected leader of Bulgaria. Blow my mind. The medieval era lasted from the fall of the Roman Empire to the fall of the Roman Empire. Le Pol Pot kills off anyone who was an intellectual of a religious background, spoke French or wore glasses. Also Pol Pot has a Buddhist background, was an intellectual, spoke French and wore glasses. First communications, weather and geostationary satellites. First orbital photograph of Earth. First pilot-controlled spaceflight. First spacecraft docking. First orbital telescope. First humans on the moon. First to kill a dog in space. Winner of the space race. What if you wanted to stay as the largest economy in the world, but Britain said, I said we want spices today. Testing nukes in the ocean. Testing nukes on your overseas territories. Testing nukes on yourself. Testing nukes on your enemies. Takeda Katsuiori, how can infantry stand against my cavalry's charge? Obanabuniga, the answer is a gun. And if that don't work, use more gun. Trade in Asia during the 17th century, the English East India Company, the Dutch East India Company. The world record for biggest gender reveal party was in 1945, when Japan found out the United States had a little boy. Israel. Palestine. Kingdom of Jerusalem. People saying Columbus discovered America. People saying the Vikings discovered America. Native Americans living there for thousands of years. I'm Catholic. Name 16 popes. Benedict. That's on me. I set the bar too low. Which countries have won the most battles? France 1115. UK or England 1105. United States 833. Russia 491. Germany 425. Spain 387. Poland 344. Rome 259. People who say France always surrenders. Yes, this is Pope. How are you doing, children? Jerusalem retaken already? What do you mean in Constantinople? Demons in Japan before. Demons in Japan now. We do not have Wi-Fi. Talk to each other. Pretend it's 1995. The 7-Year War should be considered the First World War. Stop. This is what depression looks like. Mercy dogs were often sent out after large battles in World War I, where they would seek out wounded soldiers. I promise. They carried first aid supplies that could then be used by wounded soldiers, and comforted dying soldiers who were mortally wounded. I won't cry. Marcus Brutus. Caesar coming to say hi to the Senate. European paleontologists when evidence started coming in that humans originated in Africa. You can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed. I'm a grown man. I'm a big adult. I can do this. Alcohol, because no great story ever started with a glass of milk. Vietnam history meme not related to the Vietnam War. I can see that you're only interested in the exceptionally rare. I finally found it, after 15 years. The Scroll of Truth. Robert E. Lee was a bad general and historians have said the South might have done better without him. Nien. Christmas 1914. Christmas 1944. Participate in slave trade across the world. Have slavery be against the law since the 12th century. Great Britain. The United States after losing 100,000 men saving the Western Front. The Kingdom of Italy after losing 600,000 men and destroying their economy invading a bunch of useless mountains. European powers. Countless overseas territory. Is that all you need? Russia. Warm water port. Yes. Sending Genghis Khan's messenger boy's head in a box. He eradicates your entire Khwarezmian empire. Union and Confederate troops start fighting. European observers, congratulations, you guys suck at this. Wow, how did you get like that? Every time I've broken a treaty with the native, I do one push-up. Jesus Christ, you're a genius. What if we vaccinated 18 million people in just 10 days? Haha, just kidding. Unless. When Irish people wake up in the morning and realize Britain still exists, So, the nightmare begins again. Still can't believe he's gone. This Christmas will be our 1746th without Emperor Aurelian. Every legend has a weakness. Samson. Achilles. Nixon. Julius Caesar returning from Europe. Veni, Vidi, Vici. Julius Caesar returning from Egypt. Veni, Veni, Veni. Breaking into Buckingham Palace to have a conversation with the Queen. Breaking into Buckingham Palace to steal the Queen's underwear. Takeda clan before 1575. Your foot soldiers are cringe. Henlop. Takeda clan during the Battle of Nagashino, 1575. 3-line formation goes brut. No, you can't just kill our cavalry with guns. That's shameful display. Summer of Baghdad. Spring of Baghdad. Winter of Baghdad. Fall of Baghdad. Whatever Rasputin was doing. Political figures and world leaders during World War I. Disney propaganda. The Axis powers make their citizens live through hell. Warner Bros. Benito Mussolini. Bonjour c'est helium. Jesuits and Gaz Noble. Noble? Late 1980s and 1990s. Ronaldo Reagan. Boris Yeltsin. Mikhail Gorbachev. Now. Listening to copy-paste boring presentations for 2 hours. Person willing to fail the class and talk about the Sealand Civil War. An army or city don't want to follow their ruler's commands. The ruler who knows an eclipse is coming. I'm gonna do what's called a pro-gamer move. American Civil War. Stop doing slavery. No mass state rights. English Civil War. The church is too expensive. Come and fight me then. Serbia. Bosnia and Croatia. Macedonia literally just leaving and nobody having a problem. Crime documentary be like. Spain had a big navy. Until it hadn't. Your grandma bakes delicious cakes. My grandma denies certain events between 1939 and 1945. We are not the same. Thank you for watching this video. Tune in at 5 PM British time for a video of changing topic. And at 7 PM for daily juicy memes. Check out my Discord server using the link in the description. Also be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you didn't already.